It was fun. I guess welcome to the Gore Club podcast. I'm Deathmetaldave. Anybody else? No.
I'm Ace.
And
that's Baghead.
It's
Mommy.
the sackhead
I'm Steve Vessell and the Baghead.
and the baghead.
No, this is awful.
It is awful. I
can't fucking breathe.
And tonight we are going to be talking about the Friday the 13th remake.
Oh God, 2000
Requel?
Yeah.
Requel?
What year did this thing come out?
2009.
God,
2009.
right. So it's like the pros and cons. Like it's the season. We're going into a whole nother Jason verse.
Yes, because they're making that Crystal Lake show with the Temu mask.
The A24 presents Crystal Lake.
Oh my God! Did you see that? I made a GIF where it's like people have been sharing. It's the Jason goes to fucking South Park and it's the new mask. It just looks so bad.
It looks like Scooby-Doo Jason. But I mean, whatever. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know.
This was created by Great Nicotero. He knows what we want and knows what we like, and
he just gave us the big middle finger.
Yes.
Like, this is what I made.
It's the Invisible Man visor glasses. They're what are you doing? What are you doing?
Shooting for the stars. Hey, as long as they don't have to pay Vic Miller.
I guess that's all that's about. Or is it the other way around? I forget. Yeah, you can do Friday the 13th as Victor Miller and Jason is Sean Cunningham.
Yeah.
Who produced this fucking remake.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because the remake is a reboot because if it was a sequel, they would have to pay him more.
I know, man. That's so evil. And the whole thing.
They were like in on the ground floor on the whole Requel thing, like before it was popular with like Halloween and Scream and all that. Like,
so they could pay people less.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity there to take what was and keep it under one house, even though it's Platinum Dunes, New Line and Platinum Dunes, like friggin' Michael Bay. And then like, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to reboot this movie and then it'll be like in-house. And that way more sequels won't be so wacky and like different masks and all this body jumping. Like we won't have, nope.
No.
Yeah.
Fans just did not support it.
Well, this movie, it got greenlit. They only had the first 20 pages written.
Of course.
And it got greenlit. And the first 20 pages are the very first scene of the movie. The psych out moment where you're like, oh shit, this is intense. And then no, it's not.
Yeah. I've seen that. I realized that I'd seen the beginning of that movie like so many times and I'd only seen the end of it like maybe the first time I saw it. Because I would always watch the beginning and just be like, I don't care about this.
I thought the beginning was good. The beginning was great.
Yeah, I like those people way more than like the main group that we actually follow.
We should get into that. Yeah, let's go. There's the pros and cons, and this is us revisiting this movie. So we're not going to go through the plot. You know what? It's a Jason Voorhees movie.
Yeah, you know the plot.
Yeah. Dave's like, let me go through my brain, my library.
See, I like this movie probably more than you all did because when we ranked the Friday the 13th movies, I had it way higher on my list than you guys did.
I agree. Yeah, I remember.
I'd like when this came out, it came out in a time when everybody was remaking every franchise. It kind of started with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, this is the same company.
Same guy directed that. He's like the king of the remakes.
This is the same director too.
Yeah, when he wasn't, he had all of his experience from directing, No Doubt, Spiderwebs, CNC Music Factory.
Wait, which one?
Things that make you go,
Oh, okay. I've seen that one.
Gonna make you sweat.
I'm gonna make you sweat.
He directed, All for One, I Swear. All these things make
I
you.
swear.
Is that why Jason's so sweaty in this movie?
No.
But, all the things that make you a great horror director.
He fell in the lake, Dave.
But like at the time when I saw this come out, I groaned. I was like, oh great, they're remaking this one now. And like went and saw it and I was like, well, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I saw it in the theater when it came out and I was like, they're just kind of, they take 3 movies and mash them all together into one movie.
Well, I mean, that's what you want to do. You don't want to. You don't want to go through and tell the first one over, and then tell the second one over, and tell the third. They just took the first 3 and put them all together in a way where it made sense.
Yeah,
that's the thing I liked the most about this movie is that they respected, even though people don't look at it that way, I guess, but I looked at it that way even when I first saw it. They respected the franchise.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, so, everybody really enjoyed like in part 7 where you could see every scar and, whatever, for the Kane Hodder character for John Buechler's Jason Voorhees. And they're like, you know what, we'll do something very similar. We'll bring back the mom,
Yeah.
Which was fantastic because she is awesome. She even says a lot of the same lines. It's a very small part. And then it brings back the Jason theory that nobody's ever been able to it's not even canon. It's just talked about, which is Jason saw his mom get killed and then he ran off into the woods, built a big cabin and lived there until, part 2.
Made a bed, and carved his name
into his own bed.
Right. No, so I have a whole nother theory about that weird house, but we can get to that if you want to.
You see, one of the things I really liked is they do touch, like I said, on the first 3 movies, in his little, underground tunnels, which I did like. He's not just super fast. He's got a tunnel system that goes around the whole place.
Yeah, let's get to that.
Yeah,
definitely. You hate it?
I don't like it.
I like it that you don't like it, though.
I like that.
Dissect this more.
But Mark's wheelchair is down there. Ralph's bike is down there. If you look,
those are a lot of positives. I agree with that.
Yeah, the school bus from part 6?
Yeah. There's a lot of good throwbacks. I had that in an entire section of I love all of the throwbacks. So if we're talking about that now, we might as well just talk about. I like they brought back the school bus from part 6.
Right.
I like that they brought back the sex scene kind of from part 6, where she's like, just 10 more minutes, and he's like, I'm ready to go now. I mean, there's a whole scene of that. With the second group of people. What else? I mean,
there was so much fan service in this movie,
which I appreciate. I know it's supposed to be a bad thing, but I don't understand that.
Oh, I liked it. I think, like you said, they respected the franchise. They gave Friday the 13th fans a bunch of little Easter eggs, and even not just the franchise, but other horror movies.
I think that this movie respected it, and people are like, fuck you, Steve. I think this movie respected the franchise more than a lot of the sequels ever did.
Oh, yeah.
And some of those sequels are made. I mean, sequels I would say past part 8. After that, it's just like, what are you doing? You're getting wacky here. At least they brought back the camp scene in Jason X. God damn it, that was way up on my list on our old retrospective.
It's in virtual reality. So we've got pros. We got a pro and a con.
I like the sackhead. I like they brought him back. I was like, hey, how are you going to do this? The transition sucked from going from baghead to hockey mask.
But there was a deleted scene though. Where
I still didn't like it.
You didn't like the deleted scene where he's
stealing gas.
He's
stealing kerosene.
He's the one that's stealing the gas, and Jason walks down and is just like, nope. And then he does the weird head tilt.
Yeah, I get. I just think that they could have presented the whole thing way more epically. Even the one they thought was even better and they used in the movie was lame. And then you're like, oh, by the way, this is the way it was intended, because I literally just watched that scene before we came down here, and I was like, it still sucks. Like the scenario is fine, but him just being like, well, it's on this dead guy's head. I'm just going to take it off and put it on.
Was it? He just found it. Like
that's in the theatrical version.
In the theatrical, he
I'll
kills.
Let Dev explain.
He kills the guy in the shed, and he's like, "Oh, look, there's a mask."
Jason's protecting his crop, by the way.
Yeah. Don't steal weed, by the way. If you ever find, this is a PSA. If you ever find yourself in a acre of marijuana, just leave. Just go back the way that you came, actually, and don't come back.
Nobody would ever do that.
You're gonna get murdered.
I guess I watched the theatrical cut. Is the only one. Maybe I never saw the killer cut, but like
that's the DVDs what it's called. Yeah,
the killer cut.
Killer cut.
But it's like he kills little Kev from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's
right. There. And then he's like going to start a whoop ass machine or whatever he says. But
you almost flipped the switch, baby.
Yeah, but in that one he kills him and then he just looks down and he's like and they kind of break the rule of like you only get to see Jason's face at the end of the movie, where they're like, no, we're going to show it to you right at the beginning. And so they see his whole face at the beginning of the movie, and then he kills that guy and then he just kind of looks down. He's like, oh, look, hey, there's a mask that looks pretty cool. I'll just wear that. And he just kind of finds it. Whereas in like the original, like somebody already owns it. They set it up that what's his name, Shelley or whoever, and he's playing. He's like a prankster, and like he takes it from Shelley after he kills him, which makes way more sense than like, why would this fucking redneck have a hockey mask out in the middle of New Jersey somewhere?
So the way that Dave was talking about is in the killer cut, and it's not even in the movie. It's still like a bonus feature. Is that he mentions to Jared Padalecki's character early on that somebody's stealing kerosene.
Yeah.
So he's doing I think he's whacking it. I can't remember. It's the whole like I'm reading the Playboy, and then behind him Jason's coming down the spiral staircase from the barn, and he's got 2 big canisters of kerosene. He's sits them down. They both look at each other and it's just like, well, this isn't going to go well for you, little buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awkward. I was trying to beat off and you're trying to steal kerosene.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he just chops his head off. And by the way, he puts the mask off to masturbate. I can appreciate that. So that's why he's wearing a hockey mask. But of course, like you said, why would he have that?
He's like,
I mean, you know,
you got
nobody in Jersey likes hockey, Ace.
Little Kev down there. He's treating his that mannequin like it's a fleshlight.
Yeah, yeah. And so exactly. You're combining, and then so Jason chops off his head, very much like he'd slit Shelley's throat. I get that. It still just doesn't feel well, and I feel great. There's no swelling, and I think that goes with my negative, which I can talk about later, which is the music.
Yeah,
there's nothing that makes me feel like this is a great scene.
They had the rights to Henry Manfredini's music too, I'm pretty sure, and they didn't use like hardly any of it.
No,
because it would have been a remake. You can do it. You can use it in a remake.
But it's so like it's like oh, we're making a new Halloween movie, but we're not going to use John Carpenter's score, and you're like, oh well, okay, that's.
But you're going to use Goblin instead.
Yeah, so I just like I don't know. I'm like also I'm like anybody who's like.
What do you like about it?
We can go
back
and forth.
Let's go back and forth.
Okay, go ahead.
Well.
We've got a couple pros.
I was gonna
got a little cons.
They're the big.
So do you like this movie, Ace?
I'd say I don't even own this movie. I had to rent it.
This is awesome.
I don't own this movie. It's too much I don't like it. Actually, I don't own this one. I actually even own Jason Goes to Space, Jason X, which was a gift, but I still own it.
I've got an extra copy of this one if you really want it.
Which is why I probably only ever saw the theatrical cut, because that's the one I rented from like Amazon to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's not streaming on anything for free. Yeah, so if we're talking about stuff I like, the things I do like is he didn't do the Rob Zombie like, we're going to do a remake? Oh yeah, you're going to get 45 minutes of Jason's life as a kid. And like you didn't have to watch.
I appreciate that.
I was like, I'm so glad that they just sped through all that. They didn't do the, hey, we're making a new Superman and you're going to have to see his whole life as a kid. They like, not the newest one.
The
but
pearls
like,
drop,
like,
as
it's
Dave
not,
would
yeah,
say.
it's not the pearl drop in Batman. Like they're not remaking Jason. You have to see him drown in the thing for like, the first 45 minutes of the movie. I'm glad they didn't do that. They sped through the first movie in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. It was pretty quick.
And then they kind of get right into it and don't waste a lot of time on the origin story, which I did. I was like, I appreciate that.
Yeah, like I said, that first 20 minutes is awesome.
Yeah. Like,
no wonder they greenlit the movie.
Yeah.
They read that and they're like, oh, this is going to be fucking amazing. They didn't realize the rest of it was going to be boring.
I don't think it's boring. I think that, I don't think it's boring, but I just like that first group of people, everyone seems to like them. And we had talked about it earlier. Why?
Well, they like each other.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no glue for the second group that makes you like them because they're not fucking friends.
Yeah, you just got Supernatural over here, Jared Padalecki walking around trying to find his sister. It felt like felt like an episode of Supernatural.
Well, she brought it up earlier. What was it like? You said they're not. Something's not dislikable or not unlikable, but
They don't really know each other. They paired them off, basically.
the second group.
Yeah, the second group. But like with the first group, that initial story is so strong because you know that they've all been friends for years, like they all like each other and they're all interacting with each other. Whereas with the second group, like I said, they just kind of paired them off where it's like, how do these people even know each other? Because like they're talking about like Willa Ford is talking to the guy about what kind of music he does. And I'm like, if you knew him, you would know what kind of music he does. And it just seems like maybe some of these people have known each other for like a year. Even like the main couple, like Danielle Panabaker and her douchebag boyfriend.
Trent.
Trent.
That guy's the worst.
Yeah, and they don't even like each other. So I'm like, why are you a couple?
Yeah, originally I liked it because I was like, hey, this is like a good representation of the original Friday the 13th when you have like the jock who's the asshole, then you have the jokester, which is like what's his name?
Aaron Yu,
yeah, his character, and then you have Clay. You have all these different characters, and they're different because that's what you want in this formulaic sort of slasher movie. But there's nothing. Nobody gives a shit about each other.
Yeah, they're not friends.
Yeah, Trent's like, don't put your feet on my table. And, oh, God, you're making a mess of my parents' house. It's like, why the fuck did you even invite these people?
Okay.
But he runs off. Go ahead. Oh, wait. You have a story.
Obviously, I don't like Trent. He's a douchebag. But I side with him so hard on him getting so mad about them trashing his house because I've been in that exact situation where, like, you're inviting your friends to your nice vacation home and they just don't give a shit. And it's like, you all are old enough to know not to play dirty ass beer pong inside.
So we had a conversation before you came over because I was like, not all of us have like a summer home or like a getaway cabin. But I understand what you're saying. I mean, I'm joking. Yeah. But if I invited these guys, these chuckleheads over for a party at our house, I'm going to expect a little damage.
I mean, you expect things to get like dirty and stuff. I know. But like my friends wrecked our golf cart and laughed about it. And I was like, I'm going to murder each and every one of you.
Dude,
when I was Mrs. Voorhees.
So when I was a kid, this is the one thing too I also kind of like related to with that douchey guy was that like my parents who also collect things, big shocker.
Like you do.
Yeah, like I do. And they would like people come over to my house and there's just like my parents have like an antique something here, an antique this and collectible. I'm like my buddy Josh came over one time. My dad has like a 1950s like toy pistol that looks like and feels like a real like cowboy like 6-shooter
back in the day
with a leather like thing you could wear, holster and everything. And he can like I come over there and like Josh is in my basement with that holster on with the big toy like 6-shooter out, just like pow 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 shooting it just in the air. And my dad was like, "What are you doing?" And like from then on, like anytime friends would come over to our house, it would be like they would be like, "Ace, can I drink out of this glass here with water in it, or is this also an antique?"
Oh my god!
I mean, shit happens. I had a party once and somebody broke my kitchen table.
He's not going to point at me.
I don't know how it happened.
Wow.
No, I didn't.
It was a pirate party, and we were acting the part.
Yeah, I still to this day don't know what happened, Steve. Seriously,
it wasn't me. I remember somebody sat on it to rest, and it just snapped.
It snapped in half. It was an antique.
Snapped.
They said they distributed their way. I was asleep at this time. All I know is I woke up and be like, "Yeah, your kitchen table's broken." I'm like, "Oh, cool."
I'll take credit for being like, "No, we're definitely telling him," because the person that did it, I remember being like, they were like, "We'll just put it somewhere." I'm like, "This is my friend's fucking house as well as your friend."
Dave ran in there and was like, "It was a family heirloom."
It actually was my grandmother's.
I mean, yes, Trent's a dick, but he's beyond that, and I think that goes to the connection of them. Like he's so readily available to going to cheat on Panabaker's character that he doesn't care, and then she is obviously wants this relationship to be over because she sides with Jared Padalecki's character. She's like, "Come on in," even though you all just literally had a scuffle almost in the gas station.
Yeah, he's like, "Man, I hate when guys have missing sisters. They're the fucking worst, man. Like, get out of my town."
Yeah. And then what's her name? Juliana Gould. Her character is Bree, and she's just like, "Oh, this is going to be fun." Instead of like, "What are you doing?" She is egging on this whole situation between those guys. I hate that.
She reminds me of the kind of girl that would go get a tattoo or a suntan and have like a Playboy bunny.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Stickers.
Reminds you of the kind of girl with perfect nipple placement.
I know. That's the great thing. That's one of my things that I do like. I like that they brought back sex and it's not gratuitous, but it goes on and on. Apparently that scene went on much even longer.
Oh, yeah.
Way longer. I can't speak tonight. Surprise.
Wow.
So is that a pro or a con?
That's a pro.
Well, no. I mean, I
like sex.
I'm just...
Yeah, I mean, I
the
think
Trent character, I think it's a con because I fucking hate him, but it's also a pro because you're supposed to fucking hate him. Yeah. So I don't know.
He's one of the few people in the movie that you actually aren't supposed to like and don't. So that worked.
I don't really
Good
like
writing.
any of these people.
Yeah.
Even the guy looking for his sister's pushing it. I'm just like, dude, like we get it. Like you're
fine,
just like,
I'll remember that.
Like nobody's ever gonna go look for
Ryan's gonna go missing. I'm gonna be like, dude, can you just get on with this? We got a recording to do.
Get on with your life, dude. But like the dudes, like it's like a snapshot in time of like how people dressed at that time. Like when I was in college, like when I started watching this, like the guy who's like Nolan. Well, like his like the swoopy hair, and he has like the ironic shirt on that says like "fuck Christmas," and he has like the jeans and the sandals. Like that dude, like that was like 90% of the people I went to college with.
That was Ace.
Yeah.
And it was Ace. But it was like just the swoopy hair. I was just like, I see that dude in that movie, and I'm like, oh god, like I don't like this person, and they haven't even opened their mouth. I just know it. And like, of course, like the whole time he's just like, "Oh man, I'm trying to get with this girl. I'm trying to get laid, bro. Don't come to the pool.
It's
Don't come
Will
to the lake with me, bro. Oh, we're gonna go skiing topless, bro. Don't come down here."
Speaking of that scene, I like it that Jason uses other weapons like he did in most of the franchise. In part 2, he didn't. He used a machete once.
Yeah, that's another like of mine too. Is they do have some cool kills.
He's a marksman.
They do, but he has that damn machete stapled to his side, much like he did in Freddy vs. Jason, which I was like, that's not his only weapon in the whole damn world. But since that's how we know him, I don't know.
And they did a little mixture of like CGI mixed with practical. Like, because you can kind of tell that too, and they're like burning the sleeping bag at the beginning. You're like, it starts out real, and then it's like, oh, there's CGI fire, which I'm always like, anytime I see CGI fire, I know it's like a safety thing, but I just want to see I don't want to see a real guy lit on fire. Like they did it in movies for like 100 years, and then now it's like we're not lighting guys on fire in movies anymore.
It's just dangerous.
It's like
especially in a nylon sleeping bag.
For that, and for money reasons, they're doing it for time. They know, well, we can do it later, which is such a fucking. I hate that.
I want to see a big stunt man covered in goop just set on fire, and you're like, wow, how come Freddy got fat all of a sudden in this scene? It's like,
you want good filmmaking.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
See, I think Jason keeps his machete with him as like a comfort item. It's like his blankie.
That's what he's killed his mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he wants to keep it close.
He's connected to it, so nobody can hurt his mom ever again.
Oh, see.
Keeps her head on the wall.
All of that. Yeah, it was another thing. I didn't understand why he kept her head in the wall above the bathtub.
Yeah.
What's going on in that room?
Well, Mama's checking in on him in the bathtub. You know? Mama's just like, are you okay? You pruny, got to get out.
All of the set design in this movie is really, really good. And that's like they could have made an entire shrine to her in the catacombs.
Yeah.
In the mine. It's actually a mine, but whatever. I liked Fast Jason. I was very happy when they brought that back because some of my favorites are 2, 3, and 4.
Well, Derek Mears did an excellent job.
Yeah, he's badass.
I think he did a really good job. He's like, and that's I do like when a big tall dude plays Jason, whereas like that's always said my favorite Jason was from part 3 because he's just like a big hulking menace.
Yeah, it's the first time he's like physically deformed. Dude. Yeah, he's got a big humpback.
Yeah, and like they they do that too because you can kind of see like his neck's kind of screwed up and like I do enjoy that part of it, which is maybe the third thing I do like about this movie.
I like that they brought back a somewhat more of a proper mask. This is the Roy mask, but I'm just saying, like the mask in this movie compared to what we're getting ready to get. Come on, yeah, it looks good. It can't look just like it did, but it still has all the chevrons. It has the perfect chevron placement. That's all I'm saying.
So a pro then. Yeah. I know. I'm just saying. Like I feel like we've got more pros. I think you guys actually like this.
I'm getting all my pros out of the way.
Now give me some cons here.
I don't like Jacket Jason.
I'm not a big fan either.
And that's
Freddy vs. Jason. When I was like, why?
If you see every if you go to like the Halloween store costume, every Jason costume now is the Jacket Jason.
Yeah,
which I do not like. I want to see him in overalls. And like whatever
overalls or like his army shirts,
the army shirt with like the pants. I want to see that.
Plaid.
I want to see him, wearing a blue jumper or whatever.
Baghead Jason, baby, Baghead Jason for the win.
I want to see that. I don't like him wearing the jacket around.
Maybe it's chilly.
I don't know. They're in New Jersey. They're in New Jersey at a gas station pumping their own gas, which is not a thing that exists in New Jersey.
See, I didn't know that until you told me that.
Yeah. I know that firsthand because when I was playing with a band and we filled up in New Jersey, I just got out and grabbed the pump, and it was like I thought something was going to blow up because the guy runs out like, no!
It was Crazy Ralph. Let me tell you a story while I'm pumping your gas, Dave.
He's just like, it was weird because he wanted a tip too, and I'm like, I know how to pump gas, man. Like,
that's how it used to be everywhere.
It's just weird.
Gas.
I made fun of Benny for that because we were talking. I was like, "What do you know? You can't even pump your own gas in your state."
Also, how many mines are there in New Jersey?
Oh, they're famous for all their mines.
Yeah.
So all the mining going on.
Don't think there's a whole lot of coal up in New Jersey.
Yeah. And here's the weird thing. I mean, it's not weird. It just doesn't make any sense. It's only like, what is it, like a foot roof difference between like the mine and then getting into a cabin? Like, who built this mine? Who built the cabins on top of this mine that you can literally just put a shovel through the ground and connect with?
It's a mine
like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this here.
We're putting a mine, but it's only going to be 3 feet underground. and next to a lake also. It's just
yeah.
No, it makes no sense.
Maybe that's what the dwarves were digging for.
It's true.
That's why they found the Balrog.
So I can get into it. I said I didn't like the whole thing about he's like walking under the mines and stuff, which
I love it actually.
I don't like. I was like, first of all, like what is he, like the Viet Cong? Like he's like down there, like he built a system of underground tunnels just to kill teenagers in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Like
So the mines were there before he was there. Apparently.
Okay, yeah.
Before there was a Camp Crystal Lake.
So
But why?
Listen, I don't know. If you read Lovecraft, there's a lot of holes in mines and tunnels underneath, well, that's New Hampshire and Maine, but whatever, man. Close Providence, whatever.
like, I don't, and that kind of this stems from it too, which is I don't want Jason to be like, he needs to be like a brainless, mindless, like killing machine. And like in this one, he's like taking hostages. Just like he doesn't reason with people. Like he doesn't like, oh, I won't kill this person. He's like thinking ahead, like down the road, like this person kind of looks like my mom. I'm going to put him in my bag. Like he's like hatches a plan and like all this stuff. And he's like has this underground system of like catching people.
He's survivalist.
He's a survivalist. Like that.
That is their intention in this.
Like he just kills people that come to the camp.
Yeah.
And like in this one, he's just like out in the woods, like I built my own place to live in and I got a bed with my name on it. He's just like a regular guy who just like happens to, he's like Bear Grylls or something, like living out there.
Well, see, I don't know. I guess what they were trying to say with all that, I mean, it could just be a theory. It's just a theory. He was there with his mother. His mother was at the camp the whole time, right?
She was a cook.
She was a cook and he lived there with her. That's why he had the Jason bed.
Yeah, that's the comment on that. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. I mean, is that canon?
Well, I have my opinions. What?
I don't understand why. Like at the very beginning of the movie with that first group, they do talk about how Jason was like mentally slow. They use a different word. Yeah. So it's like, okay, was he mentally handicapped and then just became this like
Hulk?
Yeah, but that, like Ace said, thinks things through.
So
Necronomicon.
All right, I'm going to have to stop all of you right now because this is why I did like parts of this movie is because they went back and they pulled stuff from the original 4 movies. Jason was fast. Jason could think. Jason set traps and Jason used people's bodies to set traps and get them to go where he wanted them to go. So then he could catch them later. He did that on all those early movies to the point where even Roy was like, well, this is what they said that he did. And I want to do it too. And then I think that's what they're trying to do in this movie. But at this point in our life, we're so used to Kane Hodder, brainless Jason. I just go and I chop and I get it and that's all I do. And if you're in a sleeping bag, well, then I just have a cool kill. This is the original Jason before he becomes zombie Jason, which would have been probably if they'd done a sequel.
Which I don't
Then we get the slow guy.
I don't mind that, but then don't go on a little rant about how he's mentally handicapped. Like one or the other.
I did.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that's just what they think, though. Doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah.
That seems pretty bright to me. I mean,
in those movies, he was smarter than the people that he was killing because they're not even paying attention, which is what they all talk about in slasher movies. Is because the kids get killed because they're not paying attention, not because they're stupid. Yeah. And he just happens to be on top of it. He's prepared for them to come. I don't know.
Maybe he's a savant. A killing savant.
Oh, sweet. One of the things I liked the cinematography. I liked the direction. I don't like the music. This guy, he scored so many things. He did all the Transformers movies. I guess he's been working with Michael Bay since the beginning. He did Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He did The Crazies. I just think that it's such an integral part of the franchise is Manfredini's music. And then they just took it all out and it's just like atmospheric and like noises.
Well, I mean, you got to try to do your own thing.
That's cool. Jason, I don't want it. I called you Jason because I'm so mad.
It's a reboot, Steve. Not a sequel.
And they include, like, I don't know, I never understood the beginning of it, why they included, like, Sister Christian. Like, that comes out of nowhere. Where the guy's like walking through the woods and he's like motoring, like what is that? Like, and that comes out of nowhere. And also,
and it's not based in the 70s.
Yeah, and it's like, why would this guy? And it, like, I was thinking back, was this like a early meme thing where people were just really into that song in 2009 for some? Was it in the ether somewhere that we were all like, man, like the song? Remember this song is so cool?
Yeah, sort of like how 5 or 6 years ago, everybody's like that Africa song by Toto is amazing.
Yeah,
and they played at the bar all the time, and you're just like, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, but like, that they play that in the movie. And also, I heard somebody else bring this up before. They were saying that you can't use that song anymore because they used it perfectly in Boogie Nights, and no one should ever put it in another movie ever again because you'll never top that. Like,
you should send them a strongly worded letter to just to Hollywood.
That's how you remember them. It's like that's how Where Is My Mind in Fight Club. That's how I remember that fucking movie.
Yeah, it'd be like if you were watching this movie and they played the Pixies' Where's My Mind, and you're like, why are they playing this in this movie? Like, what is this, Fight Club? Like,
well, it happened recently because we were talking about a song being in a different movie, and then she was like, well, no, it's got to be in, remember this other movie, and I can't remember what it was. A couple episodes ago, somebody else can comment in the comments section. But yeah, it happens, and it pisses me off. It's like, you're ruining my childhood.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Betty Davis Eyes.
Okay. The Final Girls. The Final Girls, and it's used so well in Maxine as well. Son of a biscuit.
No, it's the Final Girls song.
Okay.
I never even watched Final Girls, so it's the Maxine song for me.
It's a good movie. I liked it.
I think there are things about this movie that I think there are more things about this movie that I do like. The things I don't like are the Harbinger's not there. I need a Crazy Ralph character. There's barely having the gas station guy being like, he's a real bird.
Yeah.
Like Crazy Ralph is dead. It's canon.
Oh my God. But
his
not
bike
in the
was down there.
I know. So that's another thing I liked. I like that they put her sweater down there. Mark's wheelchair, and then Crazy Ralph's bicycle.
There's like an old lady that somebody talks to some old lady, and they're like, people die around here, they don't come back.
These are his woods.
But also, this is another thing that I'm not going on an offshoot here, but every one of these movies that are like the Platinum Dunes, every time they have some kind of like it's all the redneck characters, and they're all like playing the same redneck person in every movie, where they're just like, they do the same thing in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I thought that was the mom,
and it's
reprising her role for the Harbinger in this movie.
And they're just, it's how you would write redneck characters from somebody who's never actually met a like quote unquote redneck.
We're in Kentucky. We have
I know like all these people are just like a bunch of people from like New York who are like putting on like an accent where they're just like, people around here don't cut kindly to strangers, like that kind of thing. Like, okay, yeah, we get it. But
we get it. We're all dumb here.
She's kind of the harbinger of this movie. She kind of does that a little bit, but not to the extent of like Crazy Ralph telling everybody they're doomed.
Yeah,
it's I don't know.
Crazy Ralph was crazy.
Crazy Ralph is crazy, and they just finally cast that character for the Crystal Lake, TV show.
Is he going to be a teenager or something?
I don't know. It's very odd.
He's going to be sexy.
He was old,
sexy Ralph.
Yeah.
Has anybody? Let's talk about the new franchise and where, obviously, or that's not even franchise. The new universe. What they're going to do with this damn thing.
Jasonverse.
Is that going to be? What is that going to be on? Like Stars?
Peacock.
Oh, I have Peacock.
Yeah, but that's just the first thing. They're talking about doing everything. They're going to flood us like as if it's a Lord of the Rings franchise.
It's gonna be Star Wars all over again. You're gonna have like Crazy Ralph origin story.
That is exactly what they're doing.
Remember when Crazy Ralph was a kid, he met Jason also.
So the positives that we have an opportunity, like we talked about earlier, is like a company that's going to hold on to the rights for a long enough time to actually keep things in an order where it's not like he's not going to go to space in 3 episodes. Yeah. Or, as much as I like the Chucky series, it got wacky as fuck.
Are they going to be able to even use the term Friday the 13th in the Crystal Lake series?
Nothing I understand, no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And Sean Cunningham actually produced the movie we're shitting on right now.
Yeah.
So what side? I guess we could be able to choose sides here soon.
This came out in the era where I was like I said earlier, where they were remaking everything.
Oh yeah.
And I was just so done with remakes at this point. I was like, every horror movie that was coming out, like bigger horror movies, felt like were just remakes of other movies. Like,
we're only like 5 or 6 years away from that again.
Yeah.
You do know that.
I know.
By 2030, they will have remade Friday the 13th again. Well,
I know.
They're doing that now. They'll remade Nightmare on Elm Street.
They need to.
And
everything's cyclical,
Katie, get close to her microphone on that one.
I love that remake, and you know it.
I know. Oh, boy. That'll be a good one to tear into.
Yeah.
Anyways.
This one is better than the Nightmare on Elm Street remake they did.
Hands down.
Way better.
Wow, you guys
Fuck you, all three of you.
If I had to compare it to all those remakes that came out, this is probably the better of all of those remakes from around this time.
You're crazy. Hills Have Eyes, the Piranha.
My Bloody Valentine.
Piranha was like a parody, though. It wasn't even like...
It is, but it's still a remake. I mean, Piranha itself is a parody of Jaws.
Yeah, but...
they did The Crazies this time. They did, of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the first one.
I hated, I hear people
you didn't
all
like
the
that.
time where they're just like... go on something like, I like the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre better than the original. I'm like, you're crazy. And nobody agrees with you on that.
Millions of people actually do. It's a different generation. It's when they saw that movie.
And then they went back and
also.
Well,
God,
those things go hand
It's
in
gonna be
hand.
episode
My
5.
favorite movie is Terrifier, and I love the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I do like I like the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought they did a really good job considering what I just went through with them with the stuff. The last 2 movies in that franchise.
Yeah.
So I was happy to get something. Yeah. And then I mean the Hitcher is getting ready to come out. That remake is good. I think
like
the Hills Have Eyes remake is good.
Like the Amityville remake they did. The
Amityville horror is made by getting ready to come out after this because that was also Platinum Dunes.
And they're like, oh yeah, what if Amityville was sexy and he didn't wear a shirt and chop wood with his 6-pack abs? Like I just. This movie does the same thing.
Shoes. I got the Friday the 13th shoes, which is weird because they're cashing in on the Jason verse because these are Friday the 13th, so this is Sean Cunningham shoes. Don't get me started on this weird shit we're getting ready to get into. Jason underwear, which has been around, but like now it's just going to be shoved down your throat like hardcore.
Yeah.
It's going to be on every aisle at Walmart.
Yeah.
Every end cap. And Hallmark.
Friday the 13th chips. The chips.
Oh yeah, just wait. They're gonna have
maybe a chip.
They're gonna have it like Friday the 13th meal at like Burger King or something like they're doing with the Wednesday.
Yeah.
You go to like Wendy's now and you can get like a Wednesday cheeseburger or something.
You get a Friday 13th Whopper. It's red and you shit red for the next week.
Well,
I do like though with that Wendy's collab that all the Wendy's signs right now just say "misfortune awaits you."
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That sounds like a drag name.
That would be unfortunate if you didn't know what Wednesday was.
Exactly.
You just pull up and be like, I'm fucking not eating here.
The first time I saw it, I was like, someone's having a bad day at Wendy's.
Yeah. Now they're all goth Wendy's.
You could like come to Burger King, get your Roy the Paramedic collector's cup.
Oh, that would be a badass. And you get one too.
I would get that actually.
Like that Jason beer from Angry Orchard that's based off of that short that's now canon.
I kind of like that they're bringing back like fast food places doing tie-ins to movies.
Oh, absolutely.
Because as a kid, I always liked that as a kid. Like you'd go to McDonald's and be like, "Oh, we got Jurassic Park cups for the next month or something." Like, because I still have a
Batman
Riddler
Forever
cup. I have a Batman Forever Riddler mug that I still have at my parents' house.
Well, as much as I make fun of this stuff, and I actually went and bought, like I said, the shoes. It's good to watch a horror franchise be picked up by actual big companies instead of just being boutique stuff like we like. Like all these shirts we're wearing, and besides the GORE CLUB one. I don't know. I'm excited about that a little bit. I don't know why he's even said those words. At the same time, I want to throw up. The whole thing makes me. I'm so torn. That's why I want to talk about this movie. Because this movie tears me in the middles.
I like I said, I was a fan of the movie. I saw it in the theater. I thought it was great in the theater. I saw it in the perfect atmosphere. There was a good crowd. People were excited. And like I said, the last half of it was not as good as the first. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. We got another Friday the 13th movie when it was the last one was Jason in space.
Compared to the last two, I can't even remember how I ranked this. It was definitely towards the bottom. But at the end of the day, like I don't need this. Like I just I've never this is why I don't own it because I'm never just sitting around like I'd like to watch for Friday the 13th movie and I never just think watch the remake ever. Like I never.
It's one of those things where I don't think the time had passed long enough, right? Yeah. So like
Freddy vs. Jason had come out.
Right. They were trying to sort of strike while the iron's hot, but if you're going to reboot something, like think about The Thing from Outer Space and The Thing, right? You got a long time, 20, was it 20?
Like 40 years.
20, people didn't even realize that was a
years
remake.
Between that, and they put their own spin on it enough to make it stand out. So I think when remaking something like this, you have to have enough time for another generation to be like, I don't want to watch those old movies, but then you remake it and it looks new and it's fresh.
Yeah, I think that works now because that as many younger generations that we get to be around of because of the Gore Club, we hear those opinions all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so old. Halloween is so slow and boring. And I'm like pulling out my nut hair. I'm like, what? But I also understand. That's a weird way to say it. But anyways.
It's the same way, like, when I talk about how I don't want to watch, like, The Wolfman from 1950 or something.
It's a really good way, yeah.
Where I'm like, I don't want to watch that, man. Like, Dracula's in a castle. Oh, this is exciting. Like,
fuck you, Ace.
Yeah,
I'm just, like, so bored by it.
There has to be enough time. Like, if you have a movie from the 80s that you wanted to remake now, there's enough time that's passed to where you could do something different. Like, if they wanted to remake, like, Terror Vision or something like that.
That'd be so fucked up. I'd be so mad.
I'm just saying.
But if they did it right.
But if you did it right, it could be fine. And it could get a whole new generation into, a movie like that, like Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger.
Yeah. Great example.
Yeah, Toxic Avenger.
Nobody wanted this. And now everyone's like, oh, this looks amazing.
Yeah. Old Peter Dinklage.
I don't think nobody's talking about the most recent remake that we just got, I think like this week on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
The War of the Worlds.
I don't even know this is a thing. I've just heard. I saw a few clips of it. Where it just looks like they filmed it on somebody's. They're just talking into a screen.
That's the fucking movie. Apparently,
it's called Screen Life. It's a genre.
Yeah,
Rachel really likes it.
Oh, I didn't know that was a genre.
Well, like Unfriended.
Yes,
I loved that movie.
Yeah, so the genre is Screen Life. Yeah,
I like War of the Worlds. Damn it!
Well, they must have just.
I don't want to watch this new one.
Like, how big was the sack of cash that they gave Ice Cube to be in that movie?
Oh, had to be
to just do reaction moments. That'd be awesome.
I mean, like, he's not a bad actor. Like, he doesn't just take pay. I'm sure he's taking a paycheck movie, but like. He was in Boys in the Hood. He's a good actor.
Somebody saw the ending of like Halloween Resurrection and they were like, okay, let's just make the Decker character Ice Cube. And then he's just going to be screaming at a screen the whole time watching. Remember like at the end of that movie, he's just watching the whole thing play out on the screen. And that's the movie of War of the Worlds. But fuck that movie.
It's not even on Zoom. He's on Microsoft Teams the entire time.
You want to talk about being triggered.
So Friday the 13th, same way. Security cameras everywhere. Crystal Lake's updated. It's 2025. Ace is in charge of security going, don't go there.
I don't know. Like, if
you got to stop.
Like, if you were going to do, which they're probably going to do this, like the actual story, like this movie made like $91 million. Like, and on
people,
as
much as we're shitting on it and kind of liking it, people love this movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's
none of my friends, but
a $19 million budget, which I feel like was probably way too high for one of these movies. Like, the better movies of these had like a $3 million budget or something. Like,
the effects alone, the effects we didn't talk about are actually very impressive.
Yeah, different. There's not a lot of times in the movie where I'm just like, oh God, like they could have. That's so fake because of the CGI or like.
Right, it's a good meld, I think.
Yeah, I think they kind of melded together pretty well.
Except for the fire.
I kind of think Jason. Jason, except for the fire part, but like Jason kind of dies. I know, like they kind of stretch out a little bit, but like uneventfully, just gets stabbed in the chest and dies. And then they have the fake out, he comes back up through the dock or whatever. But
I like that ending.
But I think, like that's cool when he comes back up. Like, I don't know.
He gets caught in the
the thresher thing.
It's like hanging him in the air, and then
it's like a wood chipper. So that scene is another one of the throwbacks that I liked. I was like, oh, it's like part 3 where he literally gets hung.
Yeah.
And then he comes down and then they fight some more. And then, they do the whole, like, throw the chain into the, I guess it's like a wood chipper.
And he's also not supernatural yet. Like,
not yet. And then she stabs him and she's like, say hi to your mom. I was like, hey,
that was
cool. Nice little Die Hard freaking one-liner in that Friday the 13th movie.
That's very Michael Bay, wherever, like, where she's like, say hello to your mom in hell.
Yeah. Like, she's like, I don't need that.
Shut the
How do you know that's where his mom is? You don't know what her religion was.
She's probably his little angel on his shoulder.
He's like, look, I've been to hell and she's not there.
And like when she's like, she screams his name and he's like, oh, mommy, and doesn't make whatever. But it's a little bit of a franchise throwback. And then the Carrie ending, which is in the first 4 movies, technically.
Yeah.
It was edited out of the 4th movie.
I feel like that was a good throwback.
Yeah. It could have been way worse, man. This movie could have been so much worse.
It was like he has the locket and she just kind of looks like his mom.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Take that out.
Maybe he's got bad sight.
Like he's like, that's what I made a note. And I said, this whole stupid movie revolves around this girl. Kind of looks like his mom in the locket she stole.
Hey, it fooled him in part 2. Okay, all she had to do was put on a friggin' sweater, which they could have incorporated into this movie. Yeah. I think they could have, and they should have.
But I like they didn't go full supernatural just yet. But like, if you ever read anything about them when they tried to do should have done a sequel because of the money it made, you would think. But all the law talk where it's, if you make this sequel, but if you don't make it in this certain amount of time, then the money goes back to the New Line or something. Or
that was the problem. There was a plan to make a sequel, but I think it just timed out for him.
Yeah. So
Derek Mears has talked about it a couple times.
He's so good in this movie, man.
And he's a sweet man.
Yeah.
He's a very sweet
pretty
dude.
good in it. And I'd like listen to him talk about it being in it too, where he was like, I kind of relate to it because, growing up, being a
I forgot about the interview.
guy, and like he has alopecia, and like he's like, I kind of relate to Jason actually as a character because people picked on me when I was a kid too, and then because he's like a huge dude too.
And then I became a Hulk.
Yeah, and now look at me. It's like so. That was pretty cool. He seemed like a nice guy.
So I think we got plenty of pros and cons. I think but at the end of the day, you either love it or you don't. Yeah, you like it or you don't.
And if you out there have tell us what you think in the comment section on our YouTube channel, please. Like, scream at us, have a good time with it. But let's be honest, like, if you like this movie, talk about it and tell us why. Don't just say like it sucks, because that's my job.
Yeah, like I can. Yeah, like I don't like it, and I said a bunch of reasons why. But it's not the worst. It's not the worst Jason movie.
It's not Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Even though I may have put this last when we ranked it.
You did.
I don't remember. Did I?
Yeah, I think
I did. Yeah.
I was very offended.
It was higher up on mine because it's grown on me even more, and then it goes back, and then I'm like, why? It wasn't until recently I realized there's like no music, or it doesn't matter, and I was like, that's missing so.
I guess rewatching it again for like the first time in years and years, it's not as bad as I remember it, but. It's still like, even if I do like some parts of it, I still like, we don't need it. Like, I don't know.
No, you don't need that.
I don't need this.
I had the opposite reaction where, like, when I first saw this movie, I really liked it. And then just for this podcast, I've been rewatching it, and I was like, oh, this isn't that good.
We watched it like 5 times in the last month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a once every couple year watch.
Yeah.
Don't rewatch it several times.
I think
we even screened it like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
For remake night.
Yeah.
But I think I liked that initial group so much, and I liked that story that maybe is what like stuck in my mind, and I was like, oh, that's a good movie. And then I'm like, oh wait, it's only the first 20 fucking minutes, and then it's these assholes.
Yeah, and then but like the characters that you're supposed to like in the old movies. Like you can see, like you relate to one of the characters because they kind of make it like here's a group of people you might relate to one of them as like they have like the nerd, the hot one, but like there wasn't just a total prick.
No, I'm a gas station attendant.
Like, yeah.
Ace is a real.
But, like, at least, like, when you saw some of the characters get killed in the old movies, you're like, oh, man, don't kill Shelly. Like, he's annoying, but he's a nice guy.
He's me.
Yeah.
He really is. He's us. He's the guy with the freaking fake knife and the mask.
Or it's like, even like, there's like a stoner kid or something. But, like, and this one, you're just like, man, I hope Jason kills this Trent guy, like, pretty quick. Because, like, God, this guy's annoying.
I still think
I don't like this Nolan guy.
Yeah.
Like, the girl's filming everything and she's just kind of egging everybody on, like you said. Like, she's like, I don't like any of these characters and I don't feel bad that they died, except maybe the girl who's, the girl who's held hostage.
Yeah. It's almost like you have something to say about this.
Well,
is it time?
Final thoughts about this.
Ace's final thought.
Ace learned something today.
We all learned something today.
Did we?
We're all guilty of hating on remakes of our favorite films every now and then.
Yes.
Horror fans want our movies to stay the nostalgic pieces of art they were the first time we saw them in a sleepover.
Killer, mommy.
Then one day Michael Bay comes along and ruins that for us. But then again, are we angry about the remake or just jealous? I believe we all would like the chance to remake certain parts of our own lives.
That was way more fucking deep than a question.
Oh my God, Jesus! Well, you have the question, Dave.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there's a couple questions we could ask.
Oh no!
I sort of touched on if you were going to remake a movie from the 80s, if you were going to remake a movie from any time period, and you had to remake one right now, what would it be?
Wow.
And how would you make it your own?
Okay, so I would stop all this. We talked about this a couple of episodes ago. I would stop all this weird, crazy crap that's going on with the Return of the Dead franchise and the remakes and the reboot and the Trash is Revenge. As much as I support that, I would remake that movie and try to get as many people involved that needed to be involved. But it's all about the writing to me. Like that's your time to make something good. So when you make a movie and it's you only have like 20 minutes of the script, come on. It worked for the 80s when Sean Cunningham literally just made that quick trailer and had no fucking story. Yeah. It works out sometimes, but for the most part, it had been like an army plan. Like, we're going to do this. It's going to be beautiful.
Well, I know what I would remake.
Sorry.
What would you remake?
Rawhead Rex.
Wow. Okay.
All right. We're on to something here. Is he going to be a dick monster like he's supposed to be?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm literally, and I may have picked that because I'm actually rereading that short story right now.
No, it's really phallic.
Yeah. It's definitely like he's called Rawhead because he's very raw-headed. He has, he's 9 feet tall.
Penis monster.
And I want that to be remade. I feel like they did the best they could in the original one
with what they had. The mask that just did not move.
The mask doesn't move. The eyes are stuck in one spot.
Yeah, it's like the main villain from Swamp Thing. It's just
he's just like his eyes are like glowing red. I mean, I think if you could get, as long as they didn't do a CGI Rawhead. Like if you get I want to build
that giant dick.
I want to build a giant, get a guy on stilts, 9 foot tall, big monster.
He just looks like the alien from the chest burster, but just giant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
He's out there killing people, peeing on
raw dogging life,
peeing on priests, all that stuff.
Okay,
they need to remake that.
God damn it, Ace, you stole mine. He literally did. I was going to say Rawhead Rex.
Katie, you got one?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'll think of another one.
I just watched this movie recently, actually. It's called it's a deep cut. I'm sorry. The Initiation of Sarah. It's a sorority movie about rushing a sorority. And it's a Carrie ripoff, for sure, where one of the girls...
Oh, yeah, you watched it last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of the girls is telekinetic, and she takes it out on her rival sorority. But it was made for TV, so there's like no gore, no real like action. So I would love to see that like much grittier and scarier.
All right, if I had to pick another one on the fly, Heathers.
Oh.
Think about what you could do with that movie now. Think about how controversial it would be, and you'd either make a shitload of money because everybody would think, oh my God, I got to go see this before it's pulled out of the theater, or you wouldn't make anything.
If it was directed by Greta Gerwig, I would be like on board.
Yeah, just something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that could easily fall victim to the like, okay, this is a 45-year-old person trying to write the way 16-year-olds talk today.
Right.
And it's awful. But if you do it well, it could be so good.
Yeah, and that movie was misunderstood when it was released. I mean, all the nerds got it because that's what it was for.
Make it a little bit more gory, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like Terrifier level gore.
Oh, no. Heather's directed by Damien Leone.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Terrifier podcast where I just shit on Terrifier all the time.
My God.
Hey, it's technically a remake, right?
Yeah.
wasn't it? Because you had that All Hallows Eve thing.
Yeah.
What if they just started remaking just sequel numbers? Like, we're making Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. That's it.
I'd
Forget
be down
the rest
with that.
of the franchise.
Honestly, I was gonna. They should just do. They're probably gonna make another one sometime, and they should just do the Halloween route and just be like, look, we're ignoring this part, but this is a sequel to like from part 3 on or something like.
Just make Howling the Freaks. Remake that one.
The Howling the Freaks.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie could have been great. We talked about that on that franchise wars thing. It was just like, yeah. So, anyways, well, that was fun.
Yes, it
Dave?
was. And I will take us out here. Anybody else got anything to say? No.
Oh man, yeah.
No?
If you enjoy our content, then let us know how you feel about this fucking movie.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe, and
tell me how wrong I am, and this everybody's gonna hate me.
Thank you for listening to the Gore Club podcast. You can find us wherever you're listening to us on Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Radio Public, Spotify, verbal.com. That one's not even there anymore.
I'm Roy.
All right. Well, anyways, you listen to us where you listen to us now: YouTube, Facebook. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Killer mommy.
Clap.
Gore Club.